Good afternoon. Today is the 6th of November 2016. We're up to another video in our seminar series looking at various legal theories. So let's look at what we've been so far. We've discussed therapeutic jurisprudence. We've looked at preventative law, preventative lawyering. We've had a look at holistic law. We've discussed creative problem-solving lawyering. And we've looked at client-centered lawyering and the problem-solving lawyer approach. Now we're going to discuss another concept that's called creative decision-making, and that's part of a process to helping people solve their legal problems and as part of the creative problem-solving approach. So what is creative decision-making and what does it involve? Creative decision-making involves a 6-step process. And this is from a book from Michael King at page 76, Non-Adversarial Justice. First of all, objective finding. This asks the question, what is the goal, wish or challenge upon which you want to work? 2. Fact finding. Gathering data. The questions to be asked are, what is the situation or the background? What are all the facts, questions, data, feelings involved? 3. Problem finding. This is an attempt to clarify the problem. We ask this question, what is the problem that really needs to be focused on? What is the concern that really needs to be addressed? 4. Idea finding. This is where the idea is generated. We ask this question, what are all the possible solutions for how to solve this problem? 5. Solution finding. This is idea evaluation, where we select and strengthen solutions. We ask this question, how can you strengthen the solution? How can you select the solutions to know which one will work best? And 6. Acceptance finding. This is the stage of idea implementation where we create a plan for action. The final questions to be asked are, what are all the action steps that need to be in place in order to implement your solution? So creative problem solving seeks input from a variety of disciplines. It applies a wider social context with a broader range of problem-solving skills to resolve legal problems. It incorporates original thinking, conjugative skills, and the use of intrapersonal and extrapersonal skills. Creative problem solving overlaps with other non-adversarial approaches such as therapeutic jurisprudence, preventative law, problem-solving courts, and some forms of alternative dispute resolution. For example, in Indigenous sentencing courts, the legal professionals draw on skills that aren't normally emphasised in traditional concepts of legal work. Now, if we're going to apply this to the practice of law, we can see that that brings us wide scope for integrating this into the problem-solving courts and for the problem-solving lawyer to really get at the heart of what is the problems that your client has. Why are they causing these legal issues? How can you resolve those problems to avoid their engagement with the criminal justice system or whatever else their legal problems are? And then using a jurisdictional service involving a number of agencies, you can refer that person to all the appropriate places they need to get their issues resolved, and so that you can implement a solution to these problems that prevent them reoffending. So you're looking at objectively, what is it that you need to solve? What are the problems that need addressing? And how are you going to solve them? And how are you going to find these solutions? And then you implement this plan. So that is, in a nutshell, problem solving justice using a creative problem solving approach, and using creative decision-making as a theory for the underlying processes of addressing some legal issues.